Alright, let's see... Where are we going? Future version yourself strolls up to you and hands you a fat wad of meat. You know it's the future version and not the past version because you don't remember this happening before. Here, take this meat. Technically, I guess I should be repaying it to future me, but that's me now, so you'll have to do. What? What's the point in giving me meat if I have to give it back to me later? You'll be making meat much more easily later, so this won't seem as much then. So think of it as a no-interest loan. On the contrary, I actually am interested. They roll their eyes at you. Sheesh. Future you is a jerk. Haha, yeah. Don't forget to pay you back or the universe will probably explode or something. Back to the lighthouse we go. You see your past self coming up the road towards you, and you remember that 300 meat you owe you. Maybe you ought to pay that back so the paradox doesn't destroy causality or anything. Pay them back. You stroll up to yourself and hand them 300 meat. As expected, they're a bit puzzled by this. Here, take this meat. Technically, I guess I should be repaying to the future me, but that's me now, so you'll have to do. But what's the point in giving meat if I have to give it back later? You'll be making meat more easily later, so it won't seem much as then. So think of it as no interest zone. On the contrary, I actually am interested. You roll your eyes. God, what a cornball joke. You're frankly embarrassed to have made it. Yeah, anyway, don't forget to pay you back or the universe will probably explode or something. Got the valve you asked for, did you install it? No, I have it right here. Won't do as much good in your hands like that. Go hook it up to the pump outside. Fine, fine. There you go, much better face. Install the Glaxton valve. Fortunately, the place where it slots in is clearly labeled. So again, I installed the valve. Yep, I've been watching the water level through the window here. Should be dry enough for our purposes now. On upstairs. He disappears through the door behind him. An empty and wet bookshelf. Good thing he had his book downstairs. Huh. Most lighthouses have a somewhat bigger lamp. A box of spare 60-watt light bulbs. Ask one. You only use 60-watt light bulbs? Don't need much. Ain't that big a lake. Huh. Here we are. Welcome to where the magic happens. Magic? Sure. Fiat loot. I don't know what that means. Old lighthouse keeper joke. So, can I have the compass now? What? No, certainly not. I need that. But you asked if I had an old compass, and I said that, and I'd show it to you. I never said anything about giving it to you. Oh, well, I really need it. So do I. Gotta calibrate this lamp to the North Star every so often. I need a good compass to show me which one is the North one. What if I get you a new one? Nope, I said a good one. New ones ain't any use at all. Why not? Because of how they change them. What? Change the compasses? Did they teach you that in school? Folk got short memories. It's only around about to turn the century. Some Atlas company bought the patent on the West and rebranded it as New North. And they did a recall on all the compasses and issued new ones. They all point west now, and that's useless for my purposes. What? What? How about I find you another old one then? If you can find another pre-New North compass in at least as good as a condition as mine, then sure, I'll swap you. Don't really get the point of that would be though, since you'd already have one. Well, it's a long story. Never mind then. Or maybe this'll help you. Most of old compasses got radium paint on the dials so you can read them at night. This old Geiger counter ought to be able to pick up the radiation for... Why are old compasses radioactive? This newest invention of the Hey Really company. This device allows you to detect radiation by making an annoying clicking noise when any is nearby. Where should I start? Well, most folks consider the old kind of compass to be trash nowadays, and if I was trash, I'd probably be at the old junkyard. Thanks, I guess. On a moldering tree stump on the side of the road, you see a glowing mushroom. Ooh, a mushroom. Heated fishing rod cooks the trash from the inside. Pull it out. A hot rod. Trash is left medium rare, but a connoisseur would eat it. Well done. Mysticality plus 2 hot damage. Ooh. Hey, there's something shiny in this pile of trash. It's a ring! Neat! Increase your companion's muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 2 at the start of combat. I'll take that. I'll take it. This pile of trash must be especially appealing to flies. Radio must be solar powered, or trash powered. This pile of trash smells so much worse than the other piles. Do I have enough stench armor? I have 1 stench armor. I do have that gas mask. Aha! Congratulations, this is the worst pair of pants you could have ever imagined. Yay! Trash silk pants. Wearing these pants makes you wish you could afford better pants. This hobo is trying to wrestle a stove out of a pile of trash. Howdy, I'm Beanie. Hey Beanie, I'm Slime. What are you up to? I'm trying to get the stove so I can haul back to our hobo camp outside of Ocean City. Oh, you know about the camp? Yep, I'll be cooking up a mess of beans when I get this stove back here, let me tell you. You got any hobo code you can teach me? Sure, heck I know a dozen different symbols for beans. Wouldn't one be enough? They all look pretty similar now that you mention it. Now I just need more muscle. Vampire skull cap, that gives 1 muscle. Amethyst choker, another muscle. Help and get the stove out. With assorted grunting and heaving, the two of you managed to yank the stove free. Thanks a million, pal. Now I just gotta drag this back to camp and I'll be in beansness. Haha. Alright, back to the old. Seems like all the wettest, slimiest trash has been sorted into this pile. Sleaze armor. Do I have sleaze armor? Oh, I got greasy gloves. Oh, I also have a car freshener. Could use that. Hey, wax slacks. Search it. You grab a nasty old spoon from the pile and use it to dig through the gloop. You don't find anything, so you just keep the spoon. I don't know why you would keep that spoon, but you did. Nasty spoon. From the looks of it, this spoon has been used to eat a lot of unspeakable chowders. Use your mysticality plus 3 sleaze damage. Ooh. This opening leads to an underground labyrinth of filth. Unfortunately, your Geiger counter is ticking faintly, so you're probably going to have to go in there. I hope you're wearing your favorite anything. Turns out this garbage dump is much deeper and older than initially appeared. Huge rooms and tunnels have been carved out in the trash, like the worst archaeological dig imaginable. And to just make a bad scene even worse, look like a whole gang of those horrible little fairies that made a home in here. Ugh. Alright, there's an ironically half-buried shovel in here. Take it. You got shovel. There are a lot of fairies in that direction, frolicking around making animal noises. Dying animal noises. A lot of fairies in that direction, flitting around, giggling maniacally, and occasionally saying things in other people's voices that you can only assume were those people's last words. Ow. 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 You won! With those fairies out of the way, you can get to the northern tunnel. Wait, is that north? The left-turn tunnel. You got Fairy Charm. Ooh, magical weapon attacks. Well, fairies lack in charm, they make up for in... Well, I was gonna say make skill at making jewelry, but this thing is honestly pretty crappy. +3 to magical weapon attacks. And this is a magical weapon. There's a loose coat hanger on the ground here. Grab it. You never know when this could come in handy. You're not sure why anybody would want to wear a coat made of wire, but whatever. Maybe we can use it to pick that lock. This half-berry sign has hobo code on it. The code reads, "What is junk, really?" Wow, that really makes you think. This room is positively swarming with fairies. There must be something pretty good over there, or at least something that fairies think is good, which is an opinion you might or might not share. Oh, that's a lot of fairies. Ow, ow. Let's take out this one. Yeah. Ow. And take out the fairy gunmother. Ow. Oh, we somehow won that one. Now I see what the hoopla was all about. Wand core. Make any weapon into a wand which will use your mysticality to determine its... Ooh. That could be useful. The question is, we need a good weapon for that. I think the one we have right now is pretty much the best thing we can use, right? Anyway. Someone has thrown away a perfectly good giant novelty piggy bank. Smash it. Sorry, piggy. Hey, whoever threw this out didn't take their meat out first. Ow. Ah, one hit point. Oh, okay, it killed itself. You won! Your reward is getting to explore further in a literal garbage tunnel. Okay, don't pout, you can have some loot too. Oh, we already have a star wand. There's a whole flock of fairies here, all armed with rusty needles. It almost seems they're practicing their fencing skills, but their fighting style is so chaotic it's hard to tell. Ow. Aw, bad RNG. You won! Hopefully a case of tetanus is not part of the loot. Oop. Oh, that was a path. Was there another one over there? Oh, there was! There is! That fight with the fairies is completely optional then. This toilet is connected to some random rusty pipes. Flush it! You really should get a plumber out here. This inviting tub of piping hot water, piping hot and clean water. Your brain is insisting that this is impossible, and the rest of your body is yelling it to shut up. Have a soak. Take off your clothes, behind the privacy of this narration box, and slide into the tub. Your aches, pains, and various worries stripped away into luxurious steam. Ah. You sigh, delighting in the way that your sigh causes steam to blow around. Continue to relax in the hot tub until the water stops being hot. You gain an effect. Hot bath. Reluctantly, you leave the tub and dry yourself off with a towel you find in a nearby pile of trash before putting your clothes back on. You've had a hot bath. It was just what you needed. 8. You got a Muscle Mythicality Moxie. That was fantastic. I guess it was worth searching here after all. Someone threw away an entire fence. Look from a statue. That's how far you are away from this and what it... From this and what it is. Teetering stack of crates holding up part of the ceiling here. Kick it. This trash is collapsed into an unsafe staircase-like heap. That was extremely lucky. Hey, sugar, hold still a minute while I hit you in the knees with this lead pipe, okay? What? No! Oh, come on, I gotta swallow you for improving my kneecapping technique. I wanna test it out. But you can wait until we get into a fight with someone and you can try it on them. Phooey, I hate waiting for stuff. Molly's cap knee attack now deals 5 extra damage. Wonderful. Well, at least this is a shortcut. Ooh, our Geiger counter is clicking more. Holy dang, somebody threw away a perfectly good cow skull! These are rare as heck considering that there haven't been any cows in this country for more than 30 years. Not since the cows came home. You got an item, mounted cow skull. This will look great in your room. It's always hard to tell whether one of these is a part of a normal cow somebody killed for sport, or the entirety of a horrible floating cow skull somebody killed in self-defense. Ah, west of Loathing. Good old days. The iron counter is really going nuts. This must be the spot. Just being to serve this, a shovel strikes the top of a crate. The Geiger counter continues its irritating clickery. Stomp through the crate lid. You give the top of the old crate a mighty stomp and end up ankle deep in compasses. It's better than being ass deep in compankles. That's what you always say. Haha. Anyway, enough jokes. You grab the least ruined looking compass. You got an item. Old compass. This compass from back before they changed which way is north. You also breathe a sigh of relief as you turn off that annoying Geiger counter. Oh, this was the way I entered, then... What happens if I just go straight? This wall of trash riddled with fairy tunnels. Ringing this bell would certainly stir up some angry fairy... Okay, it's a fairy grinding location. This tunnel is big enough to accommodate you if you can muster the flexibility. And assuming you're neither claustrophobic or germophobic, squeeze through. You squeeze through the burrow and wiggle your way through a series of nasty trash tubes. Eventually, the garbage beneath you collapses, depositing you above a different chamber. Wait, above it? Oh, I guess that's a pacifist way to get through here then. Your future self turns up again, this time lugging an old wooden crate. Here, take these. Huh? These what? It's a case of antique bandages. They'll come in handy. But I can't use them. I'll have to keep them so I can foist them off on another me to close the loop. You're just sticking with pointless air that I'll have to do later. No, dummy. You use these ones and ask Charles Wallace for the crate of old bandages that Murray left in the storeroom. That's where I got these. But didn't you get them from yourself like I'm doing now? No, I used those. Look, just take him. Jeez, you got a lot to learn about causality. You're gonna need a crate of antique bandages. You probably live off the crate. Most of the bandages have disintegrated, but you find a half dozen that are still intact. Well, I guess I have to go back and ask Charles for the crates. Hey, Charles, did Murray leave a crate of antique bandages in the back here? Yep. Say, how'd you know that? It's a long story. Actually, it's a pretty short story, but it's one that makes me sound insane. Can I have them? Sure thing. Goes in the bag, returns with the all too familiar crate. Thanks, Charles. I could open it, but I need to keep it. Apparently. Logan, you find that old compass you were looking for? I sure did. What do you think? Could use a polish. Well, it seems to be in good condition. Alright, I'll swap you. Let me get that old Geiger counter back from you, too. Thanks. Yep, no problem. Get along now. I got a lot of important nothing to take care of. Honestly, I'd rather keep talking about vampire physics. It's interesting. If you3 are solid, liquid, and gas, that explains the existence of a fourth kind of vampire, right? Look, I already said it's not the perfect... Well, actually, yes, now that you mention it, there is a fourth kind of vampire. A plasma vampire? Yes, when a vampire is destroyed by sunlight, they sometimes become high-energy but short-lived vampiric spirit, which call a moroi. Which, that you mentioned, is rather analogous to the plasma state of matter. Neat. Well done. I had not thought of these before. You're pretty intelligent for a human. Ah, heck, I was just kind of stalling for time, to be honest, but maybe bats are liquid. Everyone turns to look at the bat, who shrugs wordlessly. I should go find some other vampires with which to discuss the implications of this. Good evening, human. The vampires disappear into the woods, leaving behind the remains of their picnic. Neat. Ooh. You're the only one who's been here this month, so you should definitely deserve this. You got Employee of the Month award. Flash to increase your maximum current HP by your Moxie. Huh. I wonder if there's anything in the mine I missed. Nope, I need to somehow open this locked door. Maybe there is something that we've been overlooking in the future? Oh. Oh. The Velvet Rose keeping you out of Peter's room despite the fact you have a legal authority to search it. Kind of. Get rid of it. You unhook the Velvet Room and stash it somewhere out of mind. The door is no longer blocked. Finally. Hey, me. A custom child height window. This child beds were 100 years ago and is still nicer than any bed you've ever owned. Peter Proctor's nightstand, you presume. Search it. Only thing inside is a sheet of paper, listing several things that have been taken away by the Historical Society for Restoration and Cataloging. A bag of fancy glass marbles and steel ball bearings, a fake spider made of horsehair and copper wire, stuff like that. Nothing that seems relevant to the trial. Check the hidden compartment. You reach inside a drawer and feel around until you find a little catch that makes the secret compartment pop open. Oh, what's this? You got an item. Severed ragdoll arm. Huh. What is this? This seems suspicious, but isn't the problem with Patricia's doll that it has too many arms? Maybe it needs to have 4 arms? Weird. Wow, this kid has his very own sculpture of a toy box. It's solid mahogany. Does any of the other doors do this? It's kind of hard when everything's just covered by signs. Okay, no. That must have been the last thing. Oh, right, I need to go back in the past. I have evidence concerning the doll, I guess? You guess? That doesn't sound very evidential. What did you find? Well, I found his little arm and it looks like it was torn off a ragdoll, but Patricia's already has 3. Let me see. Oh, yes, this is mine. Look! Patricia holds up her doll, showing you the stitches where she fixed the hole left by the torn off arm. Huh. Wait, your doll was originally a regular 4-armed one? Uh-huh, I made it based on yours because I thought it was neat. Hang on, a 4-armed doll was regular in 1692? Not everywhere, but around here, yeah. I get so bored. I wanted something different, so I made a doll with 4 arms. But I'm not allowed to be different, so I had to tell Mom and Pop it was the regular fashion for dolls, and I don't know, it just became a thing. I think I get it. So you were mad because you thought Patricia had out-differentiated you by having an asymmetric doll. Yeah. I'm sorry, Patricia, that wasn't fair. Your doll's really good. I like it better than mine. Oh, thanks. I forgive you, Delia. Our dolls can hug and make up. That's funny, I just noticed. The fabric on the missing arm is all gone all stiff. Like it's really old or something. Yeah, I brought it back from the future. Where did you find it? We haven't really resolved what happened. Pfft, who cares? It's just a stupid rag doll. If your parents had any money, you could have had real dolls instead of making yours out of trash. I found it in a secret compartment in Peter's nightstand. Why you? Yeah, that figures. Not surprising in the least. Charge dismissed. So what's left? Everything's been acquainted for. Congratulations, Patricia. You've been acquitted of all charges. Oh my thank goodness. Thank you, Slime. No problem. I was happy to help. Is there anything we can do for you in return? Well, there's one thing I'm curious about. Do you kids know anything about witches? Witches? You mean like black magic, consorting with the devil, that kind of thing? Yeah. Check out this troop who thinks witches are real. Yeah, that's just a scary story parents tell their children to make them go bed on time. So no witches, no witch trials, nothing like that? Nope, not that I've ever heard of. My dad travels the whole region on his court circuit. Okay, thanks. The kids are hanging around and chatting amicably. It's nice to see them all getting along. Showed Peter the rubbing of his grave. Hey, Peter, come here a sec. What do you want? I got something to show you from the future. Like I care anything about anything you have to show me from your dumb, poor future. Oh, I think you'll be interested in this. He holds up the rubbing of his tombstone, waggling in front of his face. Hello, I'm Peter's grave. Peter grabs the rubbing and stares at it. What? That's right, kid. Duty head, right there on your own gravestone. That's what happens when nobody respects you because you're an arrogant jerk to everybody all the time. But, But you're young and you still got time to change. See what I'm saying? Gulp. Okay, okay, fine. I'll try to be nicer to people. Good boy. Hey, Delia, can I borrow the key to your house? Excuse me? I need it for a time travel thing. Probably want to burglarize you and make a killing on the antiques market in the future. That wouldn't work. If they took something from now into the future, it would still be new. Antiques are valuable unless they go a long way around. Look, why do you actually want my house key? Well, I'm not exactly sure, but apparently your house catches fire sometime in the future, and I think it might be a good idea to prevent that. Wow, yes, I agree with you. Unfortunately, I lost my key when I was out playing in the countryside. Do you have some magic future way to find lost keys? Maybe I'll think of something. Just in the woods outside of town. You continue trying to search the woods near Sandwich Village, hoping to find Delia's lost house key, and again you give up after a short while. Finding a tiny 330-year-old key in many square miles of forest might seems unlikely. Maybe you'll come across something later that'll come up, some kind of a lost metal finding device. Until then, this is a wild goose chase. I think the game is telling me that I need to come back after I find a metal detector. Yeah, that's probably what it means. So for now, this will have to wait. You win for now, Crystal Dream Lake.